Florence State, and my brother went to Auburn. He's a year and a half younger than me, and back in those days, you got a 4-year exemption for college. Once your 4 years was up, didn't matter if you like 2 years or you graduated, you automatically put on 1A classification, which means you're going to be drafted. So I played around and didn't graduate in 4 years, and got classified 1A and got drafted. My brother was at Auburn, and he said, well, I might as well join with you because I'm behind too. I won't make it in 4 years. So we went to the Army recruiter, and he saw that we had some college, and he said, you guys want to sign up for OCS? And we said, well, what's that? And he said, that's Officer Candidate School. Said you'll be an officer if you make it through. It's 6 months at Fort Benning, and what they do is they really try to break you mentally and physically, because they figure if they can break you at that school, then you'll break under pressure in combat. So they do their best to get you out of there. So I'd say we had about 250 that started in my class, and about 150 finished. The rest of them, dropped out because it's 24/7. They holler at you, wake you up in the middle of the night, dump you in a jungle for 2 weeks, carry you on patrol, and just leave you out there by yourself, and you got to survive. Then you go to classes. They wake you up in the middle of the night. You doing push-ups and running all the time, but we made it and commissioned, and then he got orders for Vietnam, and I got orders for Germany, and we just assumed, we don't know this for a fact, you just go where the Army tells you to go. But I was married and he was single, and they won't send brothers to a combat zone at the same time. So he went to Vietnam and he made it fine. He saw combat, and I was in Germany, and they, just before I was fixing to leave, the colonel called me at his office and he said, if you'll re-up for 4 more years, we'll pin these captain bars on you. And I said, Colonel, I appreciate it, but I'm going to Cullman, Alabama. Because I knew the minute I got to be captain, I would immediately be shipped to Vietnam as an infantry company commander. And I'd ought to put my 3 years in, and I want to get back home and see my old buddy Max Townsend and everybody. So I did. He went back to Auburn, and I went my wife and I went to Tuscaloosa, and I graduated from Alabama thanks to the GI Bill. So that was $105 a month, I think, is what I got every month on the GI Bill, which back in those days,
a lot of money.
I got out in 69, and then I graduated from Alabama in 71. So that's my Army career.
That's a good story.